In this week's episode, we talk about Jordan's tiny little caterpillar, the hybrid athlete problem, and Danny's pal, Fergus Crawley. Welcome to episodes, who fucking knows, but it's the first one of 2024. Here we go.
Let's go.
How are we, troops?
I'm good. Right, Danny, ask that question.
So you're in a plane crash, right?
No. Just a question. Don't give context.
What ethnicity was you eat first?
Now, should we give the context?
Yeah, give me context.
So, we were chatting off camera. We were chatting about. It's actually quite a sad topic. But there's a show on Netflix just now called, was it Surviving in the Snow? No,
Society in the Snow.
Society in the Snow, and it's basically about a South American rugby team that crashed into the Andes in fucking whenever it was. And anyway, they were there for ages and they started eating each other. And Danny just out of nowhere goes, "What ethnicity would you eat first?"
Do you think the flavour profile varies?
100%.
Like, I might get real racist here, but like if you were to eat an Asian person compared to like say a white person, would the flavour profiles be different?
Think about a cow,
like
right?
Salt chili or something.
Grain-fed cow versus grass-fed cow. Grass-fed cow tastes different from a grain-fed cow.
Tell you what, actually, that's a great point. So if they're all, but the thing is, if they're all athletes, like low
They might
body
be getting
fat,
fed the same, not as much fat in
they
them.
might be. Didn't know we're a cannibalism podcast
Well,
we can be. We can be whatever we want to be in
so how do you think
2024.
about?
without getting cancelled.
Without getting first episode of 2024.
I know.
A little bit of racism.
That's wild. That.
Aye.
Anyway, happy New Year.
Happy
New Year,
fucking
boys.
New Year.
Yeah, it's definitely too late to be saying that. Like, you said it to Paul when we came in, and I was like, bro, it's like the 10th or 11th.
You've got about a month out of
It is the 9th. 11th. It's the 11th. I've lost 2 days.
9/11. R.I.P. So I'm a bit unhinged this morning.
I don't know. It's because we've not. It's because we've not been in a while. It's like we want to get out all that.
Aye.
People were asking, see when which we'll get on to, I'm sure, when we ran the event, which was class, our first event ever as a no-rep team. People were asking me like, "Oh, are you still doing the podcast?" I was like, "Yeah, it's just a fucking Christmas and like Evan
I had a fucking baby.
like, whatever." So you're a dad now.
I'm a dad now.
Like, Papa becomes a papa, man.
I know.
You said that literally, didn't you?
Yep. Papa becomes a
How
papa.
are you finding it?
Equally as exhausting as it is rewarding.
Yeah.
It's class. It's absolutely class. And do you know, I love talking about it and stuff, but I don't want to talk about it too much because I feel like all the episodes all we do, we were talking about me becoming a dad.
Aye.
Now actually I'm a
Oh,
dad.
we've not actually spoke about you being a dad.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
So-
we can talk about
Yeah,
it
a
for
little
fuck's
bit.
sake.
That's
That's,
it.
Yeah.
that's
a
the
little
question I wanted to ask after it happened. Is it what you think? Do you feel how you thought you would feel when you have a baby?
Good question.
Good question. I knew that I would like love this little thing. That I knew I was aware of the concept of parents loving their child, but I didn't actually think I would feel this.
Mm.
Do I just feel like this kind of like, you're my wee guy, you know, like I've got you, little milk monster. And
How are you finding the feeding? Like, are you sore? Are you lactating a lot?
nipples,
Yeah.
mate. I've got these wee nipple guards though. Honestly, my nipples, anyway, I think I've mentioned this in a podcast before, but my nipples are really pointy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I could probably feed Danny if he fucking sitting across like
Put that fucking thing away, bro.
that. Please stop. But no, it's absolutely class, man. The first couple of weeks, it was like just running on fumes, figuring out everything. But me and Amanda have been a really good team, really, really solid, getting into a bit of a routine.
Shout out Amanda.
Shout out Amanda.
Doing it the proper way too, the real way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Have you
Squeezing that baby.
Have you
out,
tried
yeah,
the pump?
that's-
Have I tried the pump? That's not what I thought you meant.
We know you tried the pump. Son.
As it's not time yet. She's not ready for daddy.
She fucking doesn't listen to
I
us.
know she doesn't listen to the podcast.
So you can say what you want.
Say-
I can say whatever the fuck I want. No, I've not tried. I've not tried the pump yet. I've actually also not tried the milk. Everyone keeps asking me, have you tried the milk?
Within the day, I had
Katie
a cup of tea with man.
Katie didn't breastfeed. She just had the formula. We had to just have the formula milk. But I think the formula milk's got fucking something in it because
I've tried the formula. I've tried the formula milk, but I've not
Have you?
tried the good
the
milk.
titty milk.
What do you mean?
Is
you think
that
it's just
a
something in it?
source of cannibalism? Like we're talking about cannibalism at the start. Like
That's
if you
what-
consume
A
human
bit off her
produce,
nipple, maybe. Aye, but
No,
is that the same we come?
and I know a lot of cannibals.
Stop thinking about it. Do you know what I mean?
I know a lot of cannibals.
Aye.
no, but I didn't say is it a form of?
That is what you said.
Yeah, is it a form of? Do you know what I mean? Like a
don't know.
pescatarian version of
A pescatarian version.
Do you know what I mean?
A
know
bit of
what you
soft
mean, aye.
cannibalism.
Aye,
Aye.
no, man.
No, but no, it's honestly, it's fucking dynamite, man.
Okay,
Like,
good.
I'm excited to turn her into Lionel Messi.
Aye. Or a rugby
What
player.
sport are you going to push her into?
Jiu-jitsu, rugby, all the good
Or the
ones.
combat
Rugby?
sports.
Aye.
For a wee girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A wee gal. Bowling-
Evan, you should have had the boy, mate. You need to come.
Yeah. Name money in that. That's what I was thinking for Hattie. I was like, what sport can she do that generates the most amount of
Aye.
money?
I'm more thinking about my enjoyment though. Like, oh, Daddy, take me to horse riding.
But unfortunately,
Daddy,
I
let's
mean,
go to football.
the-
Here we go.
Let's not be honest here. The level's not exactly going to be that good to watch, Ev. So yeah, give it that stuff, bro.
I'm gonna get her a
kidding,
season ticket for the Morton.
Yeah.
And earliest opportunity, because see, by the time she's like 5, 6, I'll be retiring ish from rugby. So
Bro, you're going to be like 40 at
No,
that
man, you need
stage.
to fucking.
I know
How old are you?
I'm 32 in April.
Damn.
That's old, mate.
That's old, bro. Hold on.
Don't
I'm still the only youth here. I'm in my 20s,
I
man.
know, in your 20s. He's finished. He's 28.
He's only 28.
Stop it.
But no, class would recommend have a baby, but make sure it's with someone that is not a dickhead. That is my best advice.
Fucking fantastic
That
advice.
is fantastic advice because all
Can't really-
y'all,
can't
all
argue
y'all are getting everybody pregnant, and then you hate each other. And I know it's still early doors.
Yeah.
Maybe me and Amanda might hate each other, but do you know what I mean?
There's going to be those
know.
days. There's going to be those days. But aye, that's a good question, Danny. I quite like that. But congratulations, Ev.
Thank you
You've
very
took it in
much,
your
sir.
stride, brother. You've took it in your stride. And it's funny actually, our first game post birth, which was like maybe a week after, a week and a bit, she was this brand new little thing in the back, and Emma's already back in the team, and got in the car, and Amanda was sitting in the back. Evan was driving, and I was like, how are you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, how are you? And he went, nobody's asked me that yet.
Do you know?
He's like, nobody's asked me that.
Serious point, right? I appreciate 110% that Amanda and all females do the heavy lifting, right?
But
The big fucking but is like,
fuck's
no one asked the dad if they're okay.
it's a lot to go through, I can imagine.
You know, because like I'm doing a lot of work. I didn't do the birth and all that, but I done a lot of making sure everything's okay, a lot of financial stress with work and all that, running about daft, dealing with moods,
Yeah.
and just accepting everything because quite right as I should, but no one asks. But some people do ask. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How are you? So if you're listening to this, make sure you ask the dads how they are, because sometimes they might not be as resilient and robust as Papa Ev. So that's
but it is also very true, and rightly so. People are got to be concerned about the mother and blah blah blah. But you're absolutely right. I think you need to extend that olive branch out to the dads every now and then. Do you know what I mean?
All right.
Aye.
I seen his eyes glassed over. I'm not gonna lie.
A wee tear, a wee bit
No
of wet.
tears.
Wet, but wet.
Wet, moist.
Moist.
Aye.
Do you know,
Moist.
it was a tough day. It was a tough
It
day.
was a fucking tough afternoon as well. I'd rather not talk about it.
I know, we're not going to talk about that. But 2024 is going to be the year of winning rugby and all that sort of shit. So
Aye, but
Do you know what's funny? See, the first time I seen you with baby girl, man, I was like, whose Wayne's that? It looked like you were watching a Wayne.
it's just so, why have you get this
Why have
child?
you got child,
Evans?
Evan?
mad.
Just didn't look right. It just, no, it didn't look right, but it looked, you're not used to seeing Evan with his baby.
It was weird.
Yeah.
It was actually
You're
weird
just like, what?
me having the baby around about my people. Because usually we would just be like, oh, high fiving and whatever else.
Passing a
that we
joint
do.
and all that.
Yeah,
instead of
passing the
passing a baby.
joint. Aye, puff puff pass with wee Cora. There you go, hen. She's like, we don't do that. We don't do that. But it was weird because I'm like, oh, can you hold on 2 seconds? I need to change this. She's got shit up to her back.
yes.
2 seconds, spin her around, chop
Bro,
chop.
what did I tell you? Like, I said this before she was born. I warned you that baby's poo doesn't operate the way that gravity does.
Mm-hmm.
It goes up, not down and out.
It's mad. It's
Like if you're
absolutely
sitting in a
mad.
wee car seat, cute as anything, and then you pick them up, there's shit up to the back of their neck.
Fuck's
Do
sake.
you know, I thought that would be the thing that I struggled with, like changing soiled nappies, changing dirty nappies. Soiled. That's what it's called. That's the word. That's the word that they use.
That's just funny.
Did I get a good word alert for that? No.
No.
A different word alert.
Minus.
Minus. But I actually quite enjoy it. It's like a game. See like those like wee Japanese sand pits, and you kind of clean
Is it you Japan a day,
like
man?
that. I know. But you know the wee like things that you do for your feng shui and all that, and it's just quite like
I've not got a fucking clue. what you're talking
it's
about,
like
man.
on your desk. You get a wee rake, and they just move sand about.
Anyway, so what do you want to talk about today? Okay,
Anyway,
chat
how
about.
do you not know what that
I've
is?
not got a fucking Scooby
Right.
what you're on
Anyway,
about.
what I'm trying to say is like I turn it into a bit of a game, and I find it just quite like sound. I also time myself.
Do you?
Yeah, I make it into like
You
how
get quite efficient.
quickly can I get this done?
Aye, you get quite efficient. Anyway, so Happy New Year, new podcast, new vibes. We had an event which went swimmingly, no pun intended. But I thought it would be, I mean, we've all done our own iterations of run clubs before. Danny's got one operating the now, you've got one operating the now, and then one last summer. I still don't even know what that is.
Wow,
man.
continue. So last summer,
Just try to show me some fucking miniature.
Japanese sandbox. Anyway,
So you've got a run club running at the minute, Danny. You've got what you did one today.
I was at Run Club today.
I had one in the first. In fact, this is before Danny became runner. Danny came
Danny
to
is
my,
runner, Danny.
my run club. Was that your first ever half? Second,
Second and a half.
and now you're an actual ultra guy now.
Ultra cunt.
Mad ultra.
That's an Instagram handle if I've ever
ultra
seen one.
cunt.
Ultra cunt.
Bro,
That's like
Alter ego.
get on that now. Oh shit, the ultra.
Danny Ultra
Ultra
cunt. Danny
Anyway,
Ultra cunt.
So I thought let's do one features.
Features.
We can get all our guys in, some of the listeners.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was a few just randos just appeared.
few
I
people
think because I thought they were like your clients, and I thought you were your
people
clients, and then it
followers.
was just people.
Yeah, who the fuck are you?
I was like, "You in here? Yeah." I was like, "Oh,
What's
wait, we
your app
asked."
name,
We
bro?
opened it up, which is weird, and but also
That's
very
what I
cool.
want, but right.
Some of the rugby boys came as well, and did a nice wee trot along Troon Beach.
Barry, what a spot, man. See, I've been to Troon before, right? Always thought it's a fucking shithole, man. Why the fuck do
Troon's
people?
class,
Why do
man.
people come here? I've been going to the wrong bit all the time. That
Have
was
you?
That was nice.
What do you mean you've been going to the wrong bit?
He's been going to Saltcoats.
Aye, I'm questioning. Have I actually been to Troon before? But I'm like, this is like fucking.
Danny's in Barassi. Like, this is shite.
Troon to me was chippies, amusements, junkies.
There's
This was.
two of those things definitely.
Aye, this was different, but this is
Aye,
like.
but it was like, think about it. It was quiet. The weather was fantastic.
I've never even been to that spot
bit.
before.
That's
do you know what I mean?
that is the
I'm
spot.
actually. How have you never been to that?
I don't know, man.
That's literally.
But I don't. It's not somewhere I go. I don't know people
know,
from Troon,
I
so
know.
I'm just googling Troon
Aye.
and then going and going. What the fuck do people come here for? It's a shithole. That was nice.
There's no even a beach.
I will go back to there. It was only 45 minutes for the house.
Mate, it's so good. Like we take the dogs there all the time,
Indeed.
and like that class we run along, the weather was fantastic.
that wee
and
coffee
then-
shop's class.
Yeah.
Coffee was great. Food was nice.
Shout out Drift.
Shout out Drift, sponsor us. And then we dip in the sea after, man. Like
Aye.
I'm not a dip guy. We've spoke about cold water and that in the podcast before. I can't be asked with it. I like my water warm, but I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I think it was the people you're with rather than the activity you're doing. Do you know what I mean?
I actually see when, like, I find going up to your waist is fine. Waist to here is awful. But see, once I was in the water for a wee bit of time, I was like,
No, it was actually the walk in
I can
and the
get
walk
this. I can
out
get- I can
was
get
the
on board with
hardest
this.
bit because you had to walk 60 meters
I know, man.
before you even got up to about
Aye.
waist level.
I wasn't okay with the shrinkage. That
Yeah.
was-
Oh my god, man! Unbelievable.
Where did it go?
My dick's still action. It's still fucking sloshing about that water, man. Loch Ness monster.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Loch Ness caterpillar.
But what a fucking day, and I would actually want to do it every week. I would do it every week if the weather was like that.
100%. I would actually. defos. I'd be very up for that.
No wind, no rain.
Summer will be good.
Like the sun was out. It was still freezing. Like my toes were frozen for the first 3K.
Yeah.
I thought my toenails were falling off. My toes were that cold.
You're like, I've defo lost a toenail.
Well, actually, that's how it felt. I couldn't feel my feet. It was the maddest thing ever. And then once we hit, like, we hurry back, came back for the second half of the run. Just what a fucking day, man.
Brilliant, man.
You know what I mean?
We knocked it off well.
Do you know Struns when I first met Amanda?
Yeah, you're saying that cafe as well?
At Drift,
Yeah.
illegally during lockdown.
You fucking scumbag.
I know, I'm a scum. I can talk about it now, but
No, the COVID police are going to get you, bro.
If I didn't break those rules,
Cora might not be in
I wouldn't have a daughter. So
This is true, man.
What a mad thing.
Your hair and beard, but through COVID was something else, man.
Was it?
Oh, I looked homeless.
Really?
Proper.
I looked like a homeless Russian with Lego hair.
Aye.
It was mad.
Was
He
it-
didn't
did you
want
just
to
let
deal
it
with
grow?
Aye.
Did
He
you
didn't
not
want to
trim
deal
it?
with you selling nothing.
I didn't trim it at all. My brother got an absolutely horrific haircut off my mum. And it was-
Yeah, but yeah.
it put me on not
Really?
a fucking chance.
Mate, I said to Katie, I was like, I need to do something with this hair, and I've just got a beard trimmer. She was like, let me just have a shot at it. And I was like, worst comes to worst, just like shave it. And I was like, great point. My hair's already very short anyway. 2 hours I'm sitting in the fucking living room chair, right? And I'm like, oh my God, gonna just hurry up. She's like, I'm nearly done. And it was good.
What's that?
It was actually really good. I ended up sent it to my barber and he was like, who done that? And I was like, Katie, what with? This? He was like, fair play. Honestly, it was actually
alright,
good. But ever since then, she's wanted to cut my hair. She did it twice during lockdown. And then I remember people messaging me, like I was posting videos of training or whatever in the garage. People messaging me and being like, it's pure sharp fake. Like, where'd you get your hair cut? I was like, Katie did it, mate. They're
Mad
like, no
fucking-
way, man.
Mad times in it when you notice people having fucking haircuts.
Aye, but then I ended up just fucking going to my barber's house. Just getting it cut in his kitchen.
Aye, that's what I ended up doing.
I know. What a fucking... Here, see when you think back. How wild was that?
I could actually go a wee 2-month lockdown.
What a wee
Aye.
weird utopian fucking world we all lived in
It was
for a wee
mental.
bit.
That's right.
Wasn't it?
We're having this conversation with Cora and Hattie, and if you pop out a child, like, oh, but this happened to us. They're like, no, it didn't.
Aye.
It's the fucking maddest thing ever
Mad.
when you think about it.
See, during it, you're like, I'll never forget what this was like.
Yeah.
See, you think back now, you're like, fucking hell, it feels like a long. It doesn't.
Feels
you're
ages
used
ago, but
to being
also
normal again.
2
like-
years of arguably the prime times of our lives, right?
Uh-huh.
You're probably in your...
I don't even remember turning 30, 31 or 32.
So that's when you turn 30.
I feel like I've missed a couple of years.
Like, it's mad, isn't it?
Are you 33 right now?
Aye, man. Yeah.
The fuck, bro, you're nearly a master.
Genuinely. Genuinely, man.
But like the whole fucking thing was just odd.
Aye.
Man.
Do you think if it was to happen again today that people would actually comply?
No.
No.
I
I
don't
think
so.
all the stats that have come out now, and it's fucking. There's a scandal in it. Let's be
No, but I've
honest.
still got people who, like, in my life that are like, that believed by it, that swore by
Aye.
the vaccine.
You still see
They
masks.
might still get fucking boosters.
Every
I still
week.
see people with masks. What
Every
do you
week.
think about that when you see somebody with a mask?
I judge
I think they're either ruined somebody that's severely compromised, or they're so worried because of it that they would never be able to take it off.
Really?
Aye.
You'll know, the thing is, like, no.
Love Heaven, he was just like, I judge them.
I judge them. Aye.
I judge them.
I know.
I look down upon them.
Aye.
Just one of them fucking.
It was a crazy time. It fucking really was, right?
I just don't. I don't think that you'll get some people that'll be like, "Oh, we need to do it," whatever. But I think that if something like that was to happen again, I don't think you would get nearly the same amount of people comply as it did
No,
last
I
time,
know.
just because of how poorly it was run by the government.
I was quite blasé about it all when it was happening. I was like, fucking. Like, I wasn't an arsehole with it, but I was like, this is a fucking nightmare, man. And my ex was like a pure stickler for the rules. Like, and that's probably what broke us up.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Thank God for that. Thank God for that.
Thank God for that.
Seen her in the corner, actually wearing a mask still.
Definitely,
But
man.
I man, like that's it's a weird thing. But anyway, there's a couple of wee bits and pieces we're going to talk about. I kind of wanted to, not even as such. Well, almost actually. Well, I'll go on to this because we just literally spoke about it. It was like run clubs because we kind of did one, right?
Yes, we
They're
did.
hot property at the minute.
It's the new thing.
It's the new thing,
So I think the original thing was bodybuilding,
right?
and then it was CrossFit,
Right.
and then there's been various other things. High rocks being a thing. Now run club
Yeah.
is a thing.
What's your thoughts on run clubs?
Shite. No, class. Class. I historically have been very, not against running, but I was like, that's fucking shite.
What was it you called yours? Was it the no knee?
No
run
knees run club.
Club? The no knee.
No knees because no fucking knees. And, but see, the thing is, as well, like, I'm just for my clients and stuff to do something else within the program, wee bit of community building. So see, for me, it's a no-brainer. Like, and one of the reasons I thought that I could never do something like that is because of running on concrete and whatever. And it's not great. I'm not gonna lie, it's not brilliant, but well worth it for my clients. Well worth it.
But even still, like, we all shuffled 6K and there was absolutely no issues. Do you know what I mean? You did it, knees are fine. You're absolutely cutting about. I think the cold water just cured all.
I was doing fucking fartlek training.
You were
fucking hell, man.
Oh, aye. You are.
I was running
100 meter sprint.
He ran
video.
by me. What was he doing?
Aye.
Where was he?
100 meter sprint. Like 90-second rest to get videos and whatever. 100 meter sprint. Did that for 6 days.
I was videoing, but I was also making sure that some people that were struggling and all that, I was making sure that they were all right, make sure they were still involved, and then I was checking on my own clients that were there to kind of see me and all that. So I must have done about fucking 10K, man. You sort of done 6.
I know. Aye, that is true. But Dan, what's your sort of thoughts on like this whole kind of we'll call it a run club epidemic?
So I've thought about it, and I actually think because of COVID, everything's happening. High rocks, run clubs, I think everything's because of COVID. So think about like the way everything just started changing when everything started opening back up again. It was like people realised that they were fucking craving like community and craving interaction and craving people. And I think COVID propelled what would have naturally happened maybe fucking 6 years forward, man.
You say COVID like a trickster.
COVID.
You go, no, you've changed. He's changed it now, hasn't he? You were going COVID.
Fuck knows, man.
Your points are really good though. Keep going.
So I feel like the kind of way COVID had everybody said it. The way everybody was so secluded, and now like everybody's fucking working from home, and like people are maybe only in office once a week, and people's kind of social battery fucking melon halved. And I don't think it really came back. So I think the way that had everybody like feeling that lack of being connected to people, feeling lonely, it's just like boomed everything that is today with being together. Yeah.
And
I feel like
it's human nature though. Forward. Human nature is like for people want to be in communities 100%. Or tribes, don't they?
Well,
like
what it said? We were always in like groups of 50 or something like that, always moving about. Like they say like, oh, we're always travelling in packs of 50 or 100 or whatever, and it was always just kind of about people done
the Viking times.
Fucking date back. So it was always good. There was always room people, always community.
Yeah.
People naturally, as you say, fucking crave it.
I think I like to take.
I think it's fucking.
I think it's a great thing.
Great.
I'd also like to take credit for starting the first ever
run club.
Yeah, I was doing it before. It was cool, man.
Yeah.
Come on, I was doing it before.
Do you know who made it cool?
Well, good.
Pure Sport
did make it cool.
They made it cool.
Do you know what I think it's as well as it's been this whole introduction of like hybrid training and everywhere. Yeah. See, prior to 3-4 years ago, everyone was just either training or going to group classes or bodybuilding.
It was never mixed.
And there was never really.
More people really mixed into fucking CrossFitters.
Yeah, CrossFit. But they were doing CrossFit, which is a sport in itself.
Yep.
But then the thing is, I often find like I kind of sometimes see this bound where you get people who kind of strength train or bodybuild or whatever, train in general, do CrossFit. They either love it and get right in, or they go, well, I can't be arsed getting upside down or snatching a barbell.
Aye.
What's the kind of backward step to that?
Aye.
Things like high rocks or things like things like high rocks or things like hybrid training, which we can get onto a wee minute, because this whole hybrid thing, I'm struggling to get on board with.
You've got thoughts on it.
I'm struggling to get on board with hybrid training.
You've got thoughts on it, the chat.
Well, I think about like if someone lifts weights and they can't run, they're not like a fit individual. They're just maybe strong. But if someone can run and not lift weights, then they're like fit, but they're not strong. So like just being able to run and lift weights doesn't make you hybrid. I think it just makes you
strong and fit.
a human.
So
Like
that's
it just makes you like a normal fucking person.
So what would your
So-
definition of
So
hybrid be?
I fell into this trap, right? So there was nobody was fucking doing it, right? Or it wasn't really like popular in the sense where people want to do big things with running and bodybuild or get strong, because hybrid is either bodybuilding strength and then running added on top of it. Right? You can say it's for both. And I even fell into the trap. I was like, well, I must be hybrid then if I'm doing that. And that just comes to like seeing Nick Bear and seeing people who were calling it hybrid when nobody else was really making a big deal about it, and they were doing well at both. And I just feel like people have just coined the phrase hybrid and kind of fallen into the kind of the sexiness of that word.
Yeah, but
Do you know what I mean? When you're right, it's just fucking.
So-
people are getting their dicks hard, right?
Aye.
Over the fact they're like, run, lift more than the runners and run faster than the lifters. And I'm like, that's not hard to do.
No.
Because the wee pure swanny runners that are running fucking 250
Aye.
marathons or 230 marathons.
You're not going to get in a bench contest.
They're,
with
no,
cunts, are you?
they're obviously no benching. And then you get the fucking fat dick bodybuilders, right? They're obviously not running 30-minute 5Ks.
Aye.
So it's not difficult
Do you
to
know-
be
do you know-
hybrid.
do you know
It's
who-
an easy category.
Who's the original
As-
hybrid athletes? Rugby players.
I would agree with that. I would absolutely agree with
Rugby
that.
players.
Because you can get someone that can do...
Fit as fuck,
yeah.
Olympic lifting, powerful.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We made it cool before it was cool.
Do you know what's a really good point? Because you can get people, like especially at the top of the sport, they might be able to bench 160 and run a 430 Bronco. For those who don't know a Bronco, it's 0-20, 0-40, 0-60.
Broncos are
times.
fucking difficult, by the way.
Yeah, 0 to 20 meters, 0 to 40 meters, 0 to 60 meters 5 times. Like that's hard to do in under 5 minutes. Never mind under 4:30. You can get an individual that can squat 200 or bench 160 and do that. That's close to hybrid.
Yep.
But I'd put my wee CrossFit hat on and say that like if you were to talk about what something's truly hybrid, like you're only 2-dimensional if you run and lift. Really, there's not. Like, is that hybrid? Or if you can run, lift, swim, jump, carry things far distances, do gymnastics,
Do everything.
right? Again, you're not the best at all these things. Is that more hybrid than these wee dicks that have just got alpha flies on that run on one day and bench the next? Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Like, you're no hybrid, mate.
Aye.
You're shite at running and shite at
Do you know
lifting.
what it is? You just love the attire.
Yeah. Love the clobber, man. Love the clobber. Love the vibe.
Love being able to take
But-
pictures with it. Really getting into this
I actually
running.
do love the clobber, by the way.
Clobber is sick. To
It's
be fair.
class.
See the next fucking picture I see, right? And somebody is kitted out to the nines, right? Wearing like over £1,000 worth of Nike stuff, right?
No, it's
And
not.
they're like getting into running these days, and I'm like, what?
Mate.
Get into running first, then start fucking
Mate,
spending all that money. What is it you
It's
actually
the
like?
same thing in every single aspect. Same thing if somebody starts CrossFit, buy all the gear or do whatever, and it's
Oh, the
like
gear and the idea.
literally like they'll buy everything. And I've spoken about this before. It's like Deck, for example, right? He's been Olympic weightlifting for 2 years. The only thing he owns is Olympic weightlifting shoes. Doesn't have knee sleeves or wraps or straps or a belt. I gave him a belt. I was like, here, you could like use this. He's like, oh, I don't need it. Doesn't use tape-free thumbs, but yeah, it's better than the people who have been in it the same length of time, but they buy all the kit, all the gear, no idea.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. But I want to caveat all my moaning with saying that if you're doing anything fitness related, I
Of
respect
course.
it. If you're working hard, I respect it. Like if you're at the start, middle, or end of whatever discipline of fitness, I don't care. I respect it.
We're
and I think it's
just we're
cool.
just touching on stereotypes. That's
Yeah.
really what we're doing, which
Exactly,
is
man.
Yeah, that's it. We're
It-
touching on
I
stereotypes.
think it doesn't matter what type of fitness you do. If you're in it and you're talking about it, you're going to be insufferable to a certain degree. I am,
Insufferable is a good word.
I am. Ultra Danny can be,
Ultra
Rugby
cunt.
Ev can be. Like if you constantly talk about the thing that you do, people that don't like it think you're annoying.
Yeah,
and
but they're
weird.
wrong.
The people that like it are like, yeah, fucking ultra
Rugby,
cunt Danny, let's
scrums.
go. Yeah,
Ultra
scrummaging. Like so. Aye, that's my kind of thoughts on the whole
Aye.
nonsense of it. But
Run club last night, Fergus Crawley.
Huh?
Was with Fergus Crawley last night.
oh, I wanted to talk about
Ah.
it. Yeah,
Class, man.
hybrid cunt.
Sound.
I know what you're saying about the way he speaks. He doesn't sound like he's from Edinburgh.
No.
His
Oh, he
Wikipedia,
actually-
his Wikipedia's
Aye.
page.
That was the
says
first
he's from
thing he
Edinburgh.
said for a lot. Like he came on, he's like, as you can tell, my accent of Edinburgh.
He's a sound cunt. I
Brand
quite
new,
like
man.
him. Aye,
Really sound.
he's done some incredible things.
He really has, man.
He's done
he
some
really
incredible
fucking
feats of fitness.
£600 squat into a sub 60, sub 6 over 60k.
Was it a £600 squat?
Aye.
Was it?
Aye.
Did you not
'Cause
do
it was like
£500
six.
squat 5-minute mile as well?
But he also done
Or just failed it or something? I got shot.
something. Aye, but he also done 600 and then
I want to do £500
60.
deadlift 5-minute mile. I can't squat that heavy yet, but I want to do that.
Mhm.
And 50 pull-ups, unbroken pull-ups.
that'd be good.
My fake ones.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Aye, sound guy, man. Really
Yeah.
sound guy. I was talking about him.
So what was it? Was it just like a My Protein
So
event
they've got
vibe?
Move Club, which is they're doing nationwide. I know.
Another
I know
fucking
another
run
one.
club, man.
But
Fucking run
it
club.
was more just meeting Fergus Scroggy. That's fucking the only reason I went. Do you know what I mean? Like,
It's me,
Eh,
Danny.
aye, fucking right, man. Some arse on him. Nah.
Do you know who's got some bunda? James Baird.
James
Oh,
Beard.
I've said that.
James.
That's how. Oh, right,
He
I
won
can't
Ass
say
of
that.
the Year in my awards.
He did, but I've never looked at his ass. And then I was in the gym the other night, right? And he was walking around carrying something in his head,
Aye.
and he turned on his side. And I was like, "Whoa,
Oh, he's got a bubble butt.
that is ridiculous."
Ridiculous.
Aye.
Good work, by the way.
Bubble butt.
That's all you. That's not him.
That is Ass of the Year. I know. It wasn't born with that. It was made.
It was made by Gainline Peach.
Gainline Peach. That used to be the
Made in
program.
East Bride.
Yeah. You were saying Fergus.
Fergus,
Did you ask him on the pod?
I bet he said he's get training for the wintering now, so he can't.
Because
But
he's been in here before.
He's
Aye.
washing his cats. So
So no, he's getting the wintering he's training for. No, he's training for 250k, like for like Edinburgh to like Ben Nevis, top of Ben Nevis and back down again or something like that.
Aye.
He's just gone for it. He's got bursitis, he was saying,
What's that?
like fucking hip
And your hips,
flames and all that
aye.
shit. So he said he's fucked. You're getting physio, sore. He's like, "You just need to go, mate, don't you?" I was like, "Right."
Crack on, man. Do you fancy any mad challenges this year?
Aye.
2024, what's that got in store for you, kind of fitness wise?
I've got 113k in June.
What?
Aye.
For real?
70 miles, aye.
and
One
one
time
day,
dating sub 15 hours, aye.
You said you looked angry when you. I am doing Monday.
Monday, fucking right. Nah, aye. Sub. I'm gonna go for a sub 15.
I done my first 10k the other week, right? And
Paul just laughed there.
right here, I did say I'm not a runner, right?
did.
And then I honestly, as I was like coughing up a lung at the end of it, 'cause I've got a wee bit of asthma, and I said, Danny done that 6 times. So,
Aye, that's pretty
Wild.
Almost go sub 60.
so
Sub 60
hat
hours.
off to you, by the way, because
Cheers,
it's
brother.
actually. It's fucking tough. Do you know it's not
Probably
even
do it again this
it's not
year.
even my lungs and all that were a problem. Just my legs just felt heavy.
heavy.
Yeah, the lung. I've got the engine.
What's
Fine.
your stride rate, mate?
What's the stride rate?
Your strokes per minute. So cadence. So your cadence is how many steps per minute you would take.
Fuck knows, but I'll check next time.
Check your watch. Try and get above 170. Between 170 and 180. And you'll no fatigue as much. You'll be
I
fine.
just wee short.
These short ones. You already did that.
What do you guys? Well, you've just kind of told us what you've got planned for this
I've
year.
still got
What-
a few
what-
more things.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
tell
Tell,
Go on, tell.
what else is
What
happening?
else happens? I've got Alloa half mara. So I'll
Okay.
try and get a half mara
It's a bit
PB
gay.
sub 140. I'll try and go for.
That's like it's pretty soft.
Aye,
compared
it's
to-
a wee bit gay, innit? But nah, I'll do that. That is just kind of like get me warmed up a wee bit, get something in the books, kind of mid, like just
Do it
the
yourself?
the quarter mark. I've got Christopher will be there, Martin will be there, Karen Roslin's gone, so
Oh,
a few
sick.
cunts for the run club, few of the
Good.
team and stuff like that are gone, so that'll be class. Going to try and get a sub 140. Then I've got the wall ultra, it's called, man, which is Hadrian's Wall. You run right along the length of it.
What's
Like
Adrian's
Hadrian's
wall?
Wall's like the Romans built the big fucking wall at the border.
They
Right.
built,
Right
they built
across.
it to keep the
Keep the
Scots
Scots
out.
Aye.
Aye, man.
Yeah.
So you run that, it's class, there's forts and all that. So that'll be class. You finish, I do know where the fuck you finish. Fucking Newcastle or something, I don't even know. Do you think it's as far down as that? But anyway, so doing that, and then I was going to do Loch Ness 24, and it's like a 24 hour
24-hour
race.
race.
But I've got fucking a wedding down in York like, the night
I get
the
it
night
patched.
before. Fucking one of my best mates, isn't it, man? I
Get
can't
it
lie.
patched.
To be fair, I thought I'd been groomsman.
And you're not.
Fucking no.
Oh,
So
I got
get
asked.
the fuck.
I got asked to be a groomsman last
Did you?
night. Yeah.
Did you actually?
Off of shout out Kyle.
Shout
Oh,
out
class,
Kyle.
man.
Yeah, man.
Kyle's dead. See if we chalked up all the shout outs. Kyle's probably had the most shout outs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a lot,
man.
innit?
He fucking came round the gaff last night. I was
That's
like, fuck you
class.
doing here? And he had a wee box in his hand. And he was like, open up. And then there was like a wee hip flask with my initials engraved in it, a couple of bottles of Peroni, a wee mini of Hennessy and a protein bar.
That's
And he
cute,
said, "Do you
man.
want to be my groomsman?" I was like,
Imagine you said no and you got that.
I said at the end, right, so we were chatting for ages, and then when we left, he was like, "Thanks for saying yes." I was like, "The fuck else am I going to say?"
You can't exactly say
no.
No, but can I keep this hit last, please?
When is it?
Aye, I'm busy.
So I got asked. So that was an incredible feeling, Danny. So you really missed it.
I mean, I've been asked before.
I know.
Aye.
Twice, actually.
I'm not going to ask you again. No.
Thank fuck.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's the bad juju.
He's a bad juju.
Yeah, bad juju.
So that's that. That's all I've got planned this year.
Sick.
But I want to get a few maras in the way. Another
That's the thing.
ultra.
You've done ultras and you've never done a marathon.
Never.
You've literally never ran
just jumped
24 miles and stopped. Is it
No.
24 miles? 24 point something.
Aye.
You've never
42k, basically.
42k. You've never
Never.
done.
Always ran above it. I
either-
went for half mara to 60k.
You're welcome.
Shite
That's
bag?
what happens when you
I'm
invoke
not
shite
fucking-
bag.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I
man.
take it serious.
I take 100% ownership on the fact that you're now ultra cunt.
I always get. I mean, I give you.
Ultra
I
cunt.
give you that credit. I have said it multiple times.
I'll take it.
Give
I
you
feel-
that.
I feel
Give you that
happy.
credit, brother.
No, what was it? You went to, I think you posted the other day about, maybe a few months back, about a race you were going to do, and it was like a 70 mile or something. I'm a shite bag, just did 100.
Aye.
Stop it. He's like, when will this end?
When will this end?
2-day race? Make it 5.
Are you going to do any, like, see kind of like the stuff that Tam does, like couple of day events?
Aye.
Maybe somewhere that we could all
Is
get
that like
a
2025?
somewhere that we could all
100%.
get a holiday out
Well,
of,
well,
perhaps.
This is only. But think about the walls only take me up to June, right? So I still get the rest of the year, and I'm planning doing a multiple day event or 100 miles this year as well. So I'm going to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they will all put me in good stead. Because it's obviously 60k and 50k is like the double ones, and I'm doing 113k, which is the same distance just in one day. So it's going to put me in a good stead to then the rest of the year
Good
if I like to
reps in,
do
innit?
something like that. Good reps, know what I mean? I could do something like that. I would love to go abroad. Just, do you know what? It's the environment. I fucking see, like, running the distance is good, right? But see when you're faced up against either fucking freezing cold conditions or really, really hot, then all of a sudden you've got something else to worry about.
There's
You're
a
not worrying
race-
about putting your legs forward, you're worrying about fucking...
There's a race across the Arctic Circle, I think,
else.
like a 100 mile
Aye,
race.
that's
across the
right. I
Arctic
seen
Circle.
a guy, like, done a vlog on it. Fucking hell, man.
Aye.
I think it's just a marathon. But imagine
a
that.
bit cold.
But it's freezing,
Bro.
you know, in snow. And I ran 33k in snow, man, and it felt like I'd been fucking leathered. Because you're trying not to fall. So you're kind of gripping a wee bit, and you're pushing, and you're not getting the same traction. So you're just kind of sliding. So it's double the work, man. So that would be intense.
I'll handstand.
Yeah, let's look at destinations because you will need a support team.
I will.
The one in
Do you
Marrakesh.
know what? You just let me know.
The one in Marrakesh.
Mhm.
Hashtag Marrakesh. What are you going to do?
This year?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Actually,
What are you going to do?
I don't have a clue. Usually I would be like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. I've not got a Scooby.
I'm going to give you something.
What? I will,
You
actually.
just get the I can smell more.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm stinking.
I can actually smell it because I cycled in.
Mhm.
Took the new Whipsky, sorry.
Great
No,
Scot-
it's fine.
Why don't sign up to Great Scottish Half? We'll both do it.
I'm actually going to do the Edinburgh half, I think.
Aye.
Do it.
A couple of my clients are doing it. And I kind of said, I'll fucking do it with you then.
Yeah.
Because they were like, maybe should I not? I've only done a 5k, I've only done a... Let's fucking go for
Let's
it.
just go for it.
So, yeah, I think I'm probably going to do that. But like, for me this year, if there was a word to describe my year the way I want it to be, is just consolidation. I want to consolidate all my stuff.
Yeah, wants to consolidate.
I want to just have balance.
Cheese baguette.
Cheese baguette, consolidation. I want to consolidate work. I want to consolidate my fitness, my injuries, rugby, my house. I want everything to be consolidated.
So
Consolidate.
somebody might not really know what consolidate means, right? What would
Like the
that-
two guys sitting opposite you.
Let you talk about it.
She's like, cheese baguette. Cheese was it, right?
I can kind of get what you're saying, but hash that out for the
Aye.
rest of the Mongos listening.
Can you please? Fuck's sake, man.
The action or process of making something stronger or more solid.
Okay.
Like,
Do you know what I mean? So I want so basically
Use it in a sentence.
use it in a sentence.
Spell it.
Basically, I feel like as good as things are, some things are really good, some things aren't so good. Just in my life, the way things are working just now, the way the market is, all that other shit. Right? You know what it's like. You guys work on social media and stuff, and you just run your own businesses. I just want to make sure, because I now feel like this pressure to provide, like that I didn't have before. What are you looking at?
You wearing fucking tights?
He always wears tights.
No, but like with no shorts on?
Oh no, I've got shorts on.
Oh, right, okay.
No, I don't do
Sorry,
that. I've spoken about that in a podcast. It's
bowling suit.
my big fat
I've
thighs.
just never seen you.
And guys that just wear leggings or tights with like nothing, you go to jail.
Nah,
but there's a lot of volatility, right? And I feel like I'll maybe in work or fitness or something, I'll take 2 steps forward, then 1 step back. Just various things happening. So this year, all I want to finish 2024 not worrying about where am I at. Not that this happens, but I'm just kind of like forward thinking, like where my next client's coming from, what things I need to pay for this year, what my clients are doing, my own fitness. I don't want to feel like I'm trying to claw back progress to anything. I want to feel like I'm thriving. This is a fucking good place. So I want to consolidate everything. I want to make sure the systems, everything I'm doing is solid. That's what I want. So in terms of a goal, the things that I'm doing this year, it's going to be in alignment with that.
I'll push back, and this is actually a good thing that we can talk about tomorrow. About
You do
the event
push
tomorrow,
back,
right? How can you measure that? Like, how can we, if you were to track that, right? If you were to be like, right, how can we make things more consolidated?
Dated? Consolidate.
I did that on purpose.
Consolidated.
How do we make things more consolidated? Like, how are you going to track that?
It really depends on what
On the thing
area of
Also depends how
your life. So like right now as well, it is no days off currently. The way my life is just now. Let's look at Q1. No days off. Q2, I would like to have 2 days off a week or 1 day off a week. Do you know? So that'd be a kind of trackable progress with that.
Right.
With, in terms of client numbers, I have X just now. I want to have X and I want to have X monthly recurring revenue. In terms of my own sessions, I want to hit. So right now I'm doing this per week. I'm maybe only getting 1 or 2 sessions in a week, not including rugby or runs. I would like to do this, and I would like these to be my life. So there's metrics and stuff.
Got it. Right, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And then savings. This is what I've got in savings. This is what I want to have in savings.
Sick. Tomorrow's going to be fun.
Tomorrow's going to be fun. I've already been thinking about it. That is kind of...
Talk about it.
So I've got clients who are coaches as well, who are, some of them have been coaches for a wee while, some of them are just starting out, some of them also in that hybrid, where they still work their jobs and still do this. Yeah, buzzword. They still kind of do the between the two, and they're in that in-between stage. And I resonate with quite a lot of them because I was there also at one stage. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm a fucking business guru. I'm the furthest thing from it. But I think that I think what will be useful for them and me equally, even probably more so, actually, and I'll get on to why in a wee second, is just like for this, between basically set a kind of yearly targets, yearly objectives, break that down into 4 quarters, right? By Q1, what do we want to achieve? I'm going to do the exact same tasks as I'm going to get them to do. I want you guys to do the same as well. And ultimately, if I'm holding myself accountable to those guys, I'm going, all right, fucking tit, if they've done the things that they said they do, like, and I haven't. So I'm almost like betting against myself, against them, and using my clients as leverage, right?
There's a bit of
At the end of the day, everybody wins. They win, I win, we all win. So I'm hosting a wee day at the Dakota Eurocentral. Booked a wee fucking office.
Big man thing, yeah.
Big man thing.
Big man.
Booked a wee room for the day. And I fucking a wee meeting room, not an actual hotel room. That'd be kind of weird. Kit off, everyone. Let's go.
Everyone on the double beds, right? Take your shoes off.
You're just sitting with that fucking board naked. Come on, so do you know what's funny? Just to like jump in, right? I've thought about this and never actually said it, right? Like just that way you think about people, right? And you're like, Jord, right, cool. And I'm like think about where we're at now, right? CrossFit is, in my eyes, the elite of training. Right, it's like the most complex. It takes more time than any other form of training to get good at. There's a lot to it, right? Coach, and I feel like myself, I kind of started realising this, that like just normal training wasn't enough. And a lot of coaches I've probably just gone through the same kind of thing, eventually getting there, and eventually you come round to CrossFit because you realise, oh, this is actually what I've been kind of looking for, like the kind of competitive element within myself and with other people. As coaches, as people into the gym, you've definitely, majorities have all got that in us. So people are naturally gravitating towards CrossFit as like a new way of training. Obviously, you, a fucking very good CrossFitter, a very good coach. In my eyes, when I think about people who are in the circle, who anybody should go to, it would be you. I don't know anybody else. Do you know what I mean? I would tell somebody to go to if they want to go to CrossFit. I just don't know anybody that's operating the exact same level to you. Not to blow smoke up your arse, right? But like, it's facts.
That's nice.
No, it's facts.
Insult
brother,
him now. Say something bad about him.
Just to give your colours. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Like give your.
What do you call me?
Your flowers. Aye. Is that a?
I'm panicking now. I'm going to lose my job. Ruin my holiday.
I'm going to lose my job. Oh, pedo. Right, so to give you your flowers, you know what I mean? 100% to give you your flowers, bro, because you deserve it. So, but then after back of that, I was thinking to myself, well, that'll be the majority of your clients probably know your coaches, right? Or like at least half.
Not the majority. There's I've got 7.
Which is
7 of my
big
clients
number,
that,
do you know what I mean?
that are coaches, yeah.
And I feel like it's only going to grow, mate, because CrossFit's only going to grow. Like that functional training, like the crossovers of the multiple sports, it's only going to grow, and I feel you only grow because of it. So I always kind of thought in the back of my head, like, it would be really smart for you to like have that element in there where you're actually helping coaches in the business side of things. It would just be, and I actually feel like you'd be fucking great at it, because you've done so well yourself and you're doing so well yourself. So like people, they would actually appreciate it. That being offered, that being there. Do you know what I mean? And I can see that growing just as much as you being a CrossFit coach.
Sick, man. I really appreciate that. And I think that obviously PTs that are listening to this will obviously be inundated with the next fucking coach of fucking whatever it is, right? Everybody's one of the people seem to gravitate from they were a PT and now they're the PT's PT, and I'm definitely not that. I'm 100% the opposite of that. It's just that by nature, when you're checking in with your clients who are also coaches, it's just like the natural conversation to be like, well, how's business?
It's because you've got a shared experience.
Man.
Shared experience, that's exactly it. And like Evan knows as well, it's like I love talking about that sort of stuff. We all sit and talk.
Gets me hard.
We'll actually talk about that shit all the time, and like, what could we do to get more clients? Is this working for you? Is that working for you?
I actually prefer to talk about business than I do fitness.
Then you do fitness, you absolutely do. And I think that obviously you've had experience doing some of those talks and things like that in the past. And I think that I'm not going to pretend to be someone I'm not. Like, I'm not going to pretend to be like, oh, I'll make you generate 10k in your business every month that every other fucking dickhead on Instagram tends to offer you. It's like, nah, it's like, I worked a commercial job. I worked in a commercial gym. I now have X amount of clients and I operate mostly online. Like, here's the things that I've done to do that. Exactly. I can help you get to the level I'm at. I can help you get to here. But like, if you want to get above that, like, go speak to somebody else. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can help people go through basically what I've went through. That's essentially it. And I find that when I was going through that, you often think that your problems are very independent to you. Right? It's like, oh, I've got this job, so I've got a wee bit of money coming in and I've got like 4 or 5 clients. How do I like... You think you're the only person on planet Earth that's ever had that problem. And it's like, after speaking to the people who have been through my program who are coaches, and I'm like, that was me like fucking 4 years ago.
I had that problem.
I was that guy. Here's what I did. So it's not like, it's basically just accountability. That's all it really is. It's nothing fancy. It's nothing. I'm not going to get up there and fucking say I'm the Dalai Lama of fitness business. I'm absolutely fucking not. Definitely not. It's it's just like accountability. Set this goal. Are you going to do the thing you said you do? Let's go.
Go fucking do it. You dweeb.
Yeah. It goes for used to as well. Used to donuts, which leads into, obviously we'll start wrapping up, but it leads into the kind of last thing. And you often see this through PTs and stuff like that, posting on Instagram, posting on socials about, you know, how this year fucking everybody gets to be hard on for New Year. Nobody says New Year, New You anyway, but it's different iterations of that. Like, this year's going to be different.
No, the new one here's New Year, same me, fucking shot.
Any whatever iteration you want to
Come
hear of
on.
that, because no one actually says new year and new me or whatever, but people do like to go into the new year with better intentions,
Which
I
I
guess,
agree.
which often falls off about now. We're 11 days in and you're probably the exact same person you were in December 20th. Still a dickhead. Still not doing the things you said you'd do. Still eating shite. Still not training. You're still a fucking arsehole. So I looked at you. I looked at Evans and said that. So like for you guys, how do you approach that?
For our clients or for ourselves?
Maybe both. Let's start with yourself.
Well, I don't need to change anything because I'm a fucking legend.
There you go. Danny?
But he said,
But he's no, like, see, my whole, I'm very heavy on kind of mindset, kind of that sort of vibe with my clients and stuff anyway. In the lead up and the build up to New Year and stuff, I was doing a lot of kind of reflection pieces, and basically along the lines of like, think about all the things that you left on the table over that past year. So over 2023, all the things that you thought you would achieve that you didn't get round to for whatever reasons, right? Now, if we could hand all of those things to you in 2024, how would that person act to get them? So think about the things that you didn't do, the things that you didn't prioritise and whatever. We flip that and do the other things. Do you know what I mean? But but the takeaway from that is people struggle because they don't have like a future based cause. They don't have something to actually work towards. They've got a very loose feeling of, I kind of want to feel better, but I kind of want.
That's not good enough.
It's not good enough. I kind of want to lose a bit of weight. I kind of want to do this. I kind of imagine Steve Jobs went, I kind of want to start a business. Nah, it's not good enough unless you're crystal fucking clear and make it your mission to achieve that thing. You will probably only ever achieve mediocre. And mediocre's not good enough, in my opinion. I wouldn't want mediocre for my daughter. I wouldn't want mediocre for either you guys.
if you were having like a threesome, right? You wouldn't want to be in the middle. Do you know what I mean? If there's somebody tappy and somebody underneath you, you'd fucking want to be on tap. You know what I'm saying, brother? Anyway, carry on.
Bro,
Sorry, man.
the fuck, man.
Anyway, if you want exceptional things, you need to have exceptional action. That's the long and short of it.
Yes.
So that's knock. So, but that's how I would go about it, you know.
Yeah, I think I shared a quote I heard from the 4-Hour Work Week once that kind of echoed that, and it was that like low level goals aspire low level aspirations, or incur low level aspirations. That was me paraphrasing very, very loosely, but it's like your actions will rise to the goals that you set. So if people set astronomical goals, they might take astronomical action.
Defo.
But it ultimately requires that action. But I guess that my kind of wrap up for this is that's all well and good, right? That's all well and good, is having that intention, but people probably had that same intention going from 2022 to 2023 and didn't do it.
But you know, I think the problem is that people don't live with intention.
Right.
I think it's three things. So that's like number 3. You say setting intention, responsibility. Nobody takes responsibility. So like everybody's like, they do all the shit that they shouldn't be doing, and we just don't take responsibility for the fact that we're not doing the right stuff. So don't actually take any fucking responsibility for the fact we're being a lazy bastard. And we're maybe blaming everybody else. And then the full mindset thing, I just like, well, we're always like saying, oh, that's me, I always fucking miss this, or I always do that, or I never do this, or I always feel like that. And then never break that cycle, never break that habit. So you need to, I think you need to take responsibility, then you need to listen to your own thoughts and listen to how you speak to yourself. You still saying that you're the same type of person, you still saying that you do the same type of things, and you saying you still struggle to do the same things, like, or I struggle to do that, or I always struggle with this. If you keep in that, you'll never fucking change. You'll just have the same year on repeat. So you really need to take responsibility and listen to how you're talking about yourself, what kind of person you say you are, and then intention and big fucking goals and aspirations and intentions. Just kind of wrap it up.
Defo. We're good with that?
Yeah. Cash is out.
Excellent. And that was, I don't fucking know what episode, but I need you to not be a hoe and share the show. I got it right. Here we go. 2024 is going to be a good year. But do all the things, like, share, comment your favourite bit, and have an incredible day.
Ciao.
Bye.